Um, I am in upstate New York. Where are you?
Okay, I'm in Southern California, in Laguna Niguel, California.
Oh, I have relatives in Orange County.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
That's where
Laguna
we
Hill.
are.
Yes. So, welcome to Ageless, everybody. We are not old, we are not young, we are the tweeners. And I have with me here Dr. Gina Nick. She is a naturopathic physician, and she has developed glutathione, which she will explain what it is and what it does. And it sounds wonderful, especially for the ageless community, for our aches and pains. And I work out every day. I know I shouldn't, but I do. And I'm sore. So I'd love to hear about this.
Mm, yeah.
Okay.
So well, thank you, Tammy, for having me. I'm happy to be here and to talk with you about it. So glutathione, it's considered the mother of all antioxidants. And
Okay.
so antioxidants are basically things that neutralize free radicals. Free radicals are toxins and things that
Mm-hmm.
damage the skin. It cause inflammation, cause cellular demise,
Right.
and compromise. And so I'm on a mission to educate everyone on what glutathione is, because I feel
Mhm.
like everybody needs to know about it, have access to it, and utilize it in some way, shape, or form. The body manufactures glutathione on its own.
Okay.
All of our trillions of cells create glutathione. It's a combination of three amino acids. So it's called a
Okay.
tripeptide, right?
Mm-hmm.
However, it is so important for detoxification. It is like the most that because of the amount of toxins that we're exposed to, or as we grow up, get
Mm-hmm.
older, just the volume of toxins that our bodies are burdened with, even over the years, those
Right.
detox mechanisms get sluggish. And that's where introducing glutathione through diet, through supplementation becomes essential. I see it
Oh,
as absolutely essential in our world today. So I've been a nutritional supplement product researcher and formulator for several decades now. And I use a lot of nutritional supplements in my medical practice. And I formulate products for patients, custom formulas based on what their labs show or what their issues are. Um, but these formulas are like my favorite of all the formulas I've created over the years. And it's based on glutathione. So that's the main active ingredient in, I created I call them pixie sticks. You remember
okay.
pixie sticks? Yeah.
Yes.
So I
Love.
wanted something, the challenge with glutathione, it doesn't
Mm-hmm.
taste good.
Okay.
Doesn't taste good, doesn't smell good. It's sulfur based, just
Okay.
naturally.
All
And
right.
so there are nutritional supplements on the market, the glutathione products. The
Yes.
challenge, and I use like injections, and I have in my practice for years. But the
Okay.
problem was getting patients to take the glutathione orally in a form that actually works. A lot
Mhm.
of the glutathione isn't stable, so it
Okay.
doesn't work. Or if it works, it's usually in a liposomal form. It tastes
Oh,
gross. So
okay.
those are the challenges. And so I was like, I want to create a glutathione product that I want to take, that my daughter would want to take, right?
Mm-hmm.
That works, that's stable,
Mm-hmm.
bioavailable, used by the body, so you get results. And so that's where I came up with these glutathione pixie sticks called Best
Wow.
Daily Ever. And it's a
Yeah.
formula.
Mm-hmm.
First get go, they taste great. Like the first time I formulated, I got the samples back, and I
Mm-hmm.
haven't changed the formula since then. They
Oh,
just they taste like a pixie stick, and
mm-hmm.
no sugar. They're sweetened with something called glycine,
Okay.
which is one of the amino acids
Mm-hmm.
found in glutathione. So you're giving your body, one of the building blocks in
Mm-hmm.
addition to taking the actual glutathione. And then a little bit of stevia.
Oh, okay.
So
Stevie,
yeah.
that's good. Mm-hmm. So
Um,
that's amazing that you formulated this. So you've been in practice for a while. So you are able to see what people need, and you came up with this. That's amazing.
Yeah, I would say I've been in the trenches. So I've
Mhm.
also been on, in terms of, I was the director of research for one of the oldest nutritional supplement companies in the country, Standard Process Nutrition, that caters to healthcare professionals. I've formulated a lot of products on the market.
Oh wow.
But I've also continued to have a medical practice. So like I'm in the trenches, I'm with patients, I see what's happening and what their actual needs are. And that's where I saw, okay, look, glutathione's amazing. We all know it. Everybody needs it.
Wow.
But I was seeing patients won't take it. Patient
Right.
compliance was an issue.
Right.
And let alone kids. I wanted kids to have access to it too, given just the volume of exposure to toxins that
Yes.
we're all
And
facing these days.
mhm,
So
mhm.
yeah, and so here, it's called Best Daily Ever.
Mhm.
I love the packaging. So I wanted the packaging to kind of match the quality of what's inside,
Yeah.
right? A lot
Mhm.
of times supplements, they're kind of ugly, they come in these plastic white bottles and
Yeah.
you don't really want them out on your counter. So I wanted this product to really just be like aesthetically pleasing on the outside, but then also be amazing with what they
Right.
do. So,
And inflammation is the worst. I think
yes,
I have it because I know I have it. I'm sore. I
yes,
run every day.
yeah,
Okay. Then I swim after I run.
yeah,
But
good.
yeah, my leg is sore, my one leg, and I don't really rest because it's a mental thing. I really it's more of a medicine for me than,
Mhm.
and I have to do it. I feel great after.
Yeah,
But from years and years and years and years, that's the only thing, my hamstring's so tight. But and probably inflammation because I'm sore before I ache before a rain.
okay, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, from
So
the
yeah,
moisture.
and I'm in the Northeast and it's so humid and it's horrible. I can't take this summer here.
It's
But
almost over. Summer's
yeah,
almost over.
it's the last day of this insane heat wave and there's heat warnings out. I'm not a heat person.
Yeah.
Um so
Especially like, us women, like again, I had a patient who called it growing up. That's why I use the term growing up. A
Mhm.
patient who she's in her 80s and she refuses to use the word aging. She's
Right,
published
it's
2 books. She got her PhD when she was in her 70s. And she's
mm-hmm.
like, no, Dr. Gina, I'm growing up. I was like, absolutely. I love that. So
Yes.
anyway, but
I
as we grow up as women, our estrogen levels go down. And then
mhm.
it can trigger things like hot flashes. So
Yeah.
tolerance for heat goes down.
I have no
You know,
tolerance for heat, but I sweat so much. I never really went through a bad menopause because I
Good.
sweat out so much during the day. I never really, there was nothing left.
Yeah.
Oh, I was one of the lucky ones.
Yeah.
But this would help me with before a rain, before, the achy.
Yeah, I take it. Do you have the pixie sticks? Have you tried them? So yeah,
No.
you would take one. You could take it before running.
Yeah.
It's used by endurance athletes. So
Oh,
because it helps with recovery,
that,
because it lowers inflammation and it has
right.
that antioxidant effect. So absolutely, I would be
What's
taking it.
the thing that people take? Is it I don't know the word, not
Glutamine,
glutathione. What
glutamine,
glutamine.
glutamine.
That's
Yeah.
it. I
So
ordered it, but it's synthetic. I didn't know that it was synthetic
yeah,
till I was like, this is the best. I don't care about taste.
yeah.
So I'm just like taking it, and somebody's like, this is so synthetic and bad for you. So this is great that yours are natural.
Yeah. And I mean, I don't know what type of, I like glutamine as it's
Mm,
an amino acid, right? It's one amino acid. So the
oh,
body, amino acids are the building blocks of life. They're what
oh,
make up proteins. So glutamine is actually one of the amino acids
mhm,
in glutathione. Glutathione is it's called a tripeptide. Peptide is amino acid, right? So it's 3 amino acids combined together.
mhm,
Glutamine, glycine, and
mhm.
then cysteine. You may have heard the word cysteine from, with COVID, everybody was taking N-acetylcysteine, NAC.
Not really, but
Remember, So a lot of people were recommending this NAC. The reason is because
Oh, okay.
actually NAC is kind of a precursor to glutathione.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and
Oh,
so glutathione can be very helpful for immune function as well. So
oh,
inflammation, immune function, detox. It's one of the most
detox.
important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Every cell in your body is detoxing
Mm-hmm.
24/7. There are these innate mechanisms. Our body knows what to do. It's such a powerful system, the human detoxification system. And
Yeah.
when you look at what are the key components, glutathione is crucial for
Mm-hmm.
those natural detoxification mechanisms to work for
Right.
you 24/7.
And how long will you start feeling good? Few
Yeah.
results.
So it depends on the person, right? And the
Mhm.
amount you're taking and what your the level of toxicity in your system, how much inflammation
Mm.
you
Oh,
have, what phase of life you're in. But
mhm,
most people notice when I give them glutathione, they notice it within a week,
mhm.
and then when you really notice it is when you stop taking it.
Oh, okay.
Right? Because it's like all your symptoms go away, and then all of a sudden you stop taking it, and then they come back. And then,
Mhm.
and when I first, I've been working with glutathione for a long time. I wrote a book called The Power of Glutathione.
Oh,
But
wow.
yeah, but when I was, first experimenting with patients, I was giving them capsules of a particular form of glutathione that's clinically proven to be stable, absorbed by the body. It's created through a natural fermentation process, and
Mhm,
it's just absorbed pretty well given other forms out there. But what would happen was patients kept asking for it month
mm,
over month. And I'm like,
mhm.
oh, okay, there's something to this, because I'm not telling them, hey, keep taking it, keep taking it, keep taking it. Right. I would give it to especially women who were taking hormones, because I
Mhm.
wanted to support detoxification. If I'm giving them hormones,
Right.
it's also important how your body's clearing those
Oh,
hormones. Right. So I was like, here, take this with your hormones. And then they would come back to me and say, "Can I get more of that the best
wow.
daily ever, that glutathione formula?" And that's kind of when I knew, okay,
Mm,
this is something special. And
yes.
I need to go through, as challenging as it is to put together a product like this and get it to market. It
Right.
took years.
You have to have a team,
Oh,
right? A team you can trust. So doing that is a challenge. That
yes.
right. And then once you get your team and you get the product, there's more, then of course the marketing, the social
There's a
media,
lot.
and then you have to get privacy. You have so much. I'm learning all of this
There's
now.
so much to it, so many moving parts. I wanted a particular type of packaging, and then I was very particular with the raw materials, because I've been formulating for companies for years. I
Mm-hmm.
know the behind the scenes deal in terms of
Okay.
you can get glutathione, from China for really cheap.
Mm-hmm.
But I wanted a particular type of glutathione. It's
Right.
expensive. It's not as readily available, but and so there's just a lot to making sure that I preserve the integrity and quality of the formula. And then the packaging, I wanted one particular type of, pixie stick type packaging, and then I wanted another type of box. So I've got like all these moving parts
Yeah.
to
And,
create it,
and are you, so it's by order, by online? Are you in
Yeah.
store?
So it's at bestdailyever.com.
Mm-hmm.
And so the pixie sticks, they're just being launched. A lot of people are saying why, you guys should be in Whole Foods and Costco and Amazon and all that. And so I kind of wanted to just go direct, work with healthcare practitioners and people who are passionate about wellness, and kind of
Mm-hmm.
educate and create a community, and go that way. Um,
Yes.
so that's how we've begun. It's just
Wow.
kind of word of mouth, talking, sharing,
Mm-hmm.
and allowing it to grow organically. It's a
Yes.
very it's a special product to me. You
And you
know,
don't want mass marketed, because then that ruins the integrity. It just
it,
becomes a bigger animal than you might have wanted or can control.
yeah, I mean, my first and foremost, it was I want to make glutathione a
Mm-hmm.
household name. So
Yeah.
everybody has access to it, you know,
Mhm.
and knows about it because it's so powerful for healing, you know,
Right.
especially nowadays. And so that
Mhm.
was number one, right? And
Mhm.
then, you know, from there, when I'm creating a formula, it's like birthing a baby. Seriously, it's
Yeah.
like there's so much that goes in. It's not
So
just, yeah,
mhm.
yeah. And so, yeah, there's, and I am kind of hesitant, right, to go mass market. I'll give you an example. When I was director of research for, you know, standard process, I was the same way back then. I was so adamant about using particular raw materials, right?
Mhm.
Branded ingredients where there's the research supporting what they are. I wanted non-GMO, not derived from
Mhm.
corn,
Mhm.
all of it. And I liked standard process because a lot of their raw materials are grown on their organic farm. So I could actually see what was, you know, where it was coming from.
Mhm.
So, but boy, would I have it out with the finance guys, right? Because it'd
Oh.
be, Dr. Gina, we could make this product for, you know, a fraction of the price, and you're telling us we need to use this form, and you know.
Mhm.
But fast forward, and some of those formulas that I created almost 20 years ago, still on the market today, still
Wow.
using those branded ingredients, you know. And so it's just, so as you you know, grow and are, if you're more in a corporate environment and more mass market, it
Mhm.
makes it more difficult to like preserve the quality and the
Mhm.
integrity of what you created. So
Right.
again, who knows where it's going to go? My interest is everybody having access to glutathione, everybody knowing what it is, right? And
Right.
everybody benefiting from it. That's what
Mhm.
I care about at the end of the day, you know.
Yes.
So we'll see
Yes.
where it goes.
Yes. And
Mm,
there's somebody here on the in Vermont,
yeah.
so I would say this coast. She is a she was a chiropractor and she's now creating a movement, all natural. She doesn't want the physicians, you know, the traditional medicine. She's you know, when you put a name to it and then they prescribe something, you get sicker. She is creating a whole big movement. I'm gonna see, like, I'm gonna ask her about getting in touch with you,
Yeah.
and
Mm.
maybe you can not work together, but have your product, something,
Some
because it's
collaboration.
collaboration. It's the same mindset.
Yeah. And the thing with glutathione, I think the reason why most people don't know, because I'm like, why doesn't everybody know about this? You know,
Hmm.
I think the reason is because it impacts so many different symptoms in the body, you know, because it's inflammation, it impacts the brain, supports detoxification. It's like that it's hard to classify it as you need this ingredient when you
Right.
have this symptom. It's more of it's a whole body. It's supporting your body has the ability to heal itself. That's my
Hmm.
truth. So
Right.
give your body what it needs,
Hmm.
remove the barriers to cure, right?
Yes.
And then you start to experience healing. And so this was about, you know, glutathione is giving your body what it needs so that
Yes.
it can do what it does best, you
We
know,
can
which is maintain
try
balance.
it. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna try it and I'll report back.
Yeah.
Ageless.
Um,
Hmm.
so it seems these days there's more and more people that are concerned with cognitive decline,
Hmm.
you know, issues with brain function or
Right.
foggy thinking, memory, and all of that. And it
Hmm.
seems to be getting worse. You
Yes.
know, like I've noticed when I go to medical conferences, the lectures that are the most packed,
Hmm.
where the audience is just packed, are the ones about brain health, cognitive health,
Right.
memory. So something interesting is
Hmm.
that, you know, brain cells have less glutathione than
Hmm.
the rest of the body. And it's one of the reasons the brain is more vulnerable to
Okay.
exposure to toxins,
Right. And there's so
inflammation.
many now with the cell towers
Oh,
and
yeah.
yeah, it's
And
bad.
and glutathione actually helps with radiation as well. So it helps to protect the body from radiation,
Wow.
electromagnetic frequencies, X-rays, and all
Hmm.
that. So,
Wow.
so it's really great for brain health too.
Hmm. because as we get older, there's hormone therapy. I really don't take anything. I'm healthy. And I know it's because I worked out since I was 11
Yeah,
and I never stopped.
yeah, that's great.
So, yeah, I mean, it's just part of who I am.
Yeah,
So I take nothing, God willing, and is wrong with me
yeah,
at this ageless age.
yeah.
Um, I know a lot of people are on so many things and everything, but hormone therapy, I'm terrified of.
Are
Uh,
you?
yeah, because
Yeah.
I don't know. I heard that it uh it gives you cancer. I don't know. Is it okay?
So I'm all about biochemical individuality.
Mm-hmm.
Every woman is unique. Every man is unique.
Okay.
And
Yes.
so, but
Mm-hmm.
there's no documented benefit to a hormone deficiency, right?
Okay.
And so oftentimes the diseases associated with aging are
Right.
connected to hormone deficiencies.
Mm-hmm.
Like an estrogen deficiency can cause inflammation.
Uh,
Estrogen deficiency can, increase risk for cardiovascular disease. Progesterone deficiency can increase risk for osteoporosis, all this. So I think then there's different ways to boost your hormone levels. I
mm-hmm.
don't recommend taking synthetic hormones.
Right. Right.
And then there are something called glandulars. They're nutritional supplements. They're actually like made out of glands, animal glands. I know
Oh.
it sounds kind of gross, but
Mm.
they also have hormones in them that kind of mimic what
Mm-hmm.
happens, human hormones. And so
Wow.
glandulars are nutritional supplements. There's
Mm-hmm.
herbs like black cohosh and red
Yeah.
clover, and those have phytoestrogens and
Mm-hmm.
phytoprogesterones, and those are chemicals that mimic progesterone, estrogen in the body, and so they can have a mild benefit. And some women do great with them.
Really, they can.
Others don't notice anything.
Yeah. What about
Um,
mushrooms?
yeah,
Not magic mushrooms or anything, but the mushrooms are all the rage now.
yeah,
Mushroom tea,
right.
mushroom.
Yeah, they are. They really took off.
Yeah, I'm actually trying a neurotropic mushroom, and oh yeah,
No,
um,
it's, yeah.
yeah, for brain function. I just started, so
Um,
yeah,
Yeah, lion's mane has
fine.
some good research for cognitive health, but that's
Mm-hmm.
different than hormones, right? So they're bioidentical hormones are basically hormones that kind of mimic what your body would naturally make.
Okay.
And so when you have a hormone deficiency, if you introduce some like bioidentical estrogen or bioidentical progesterone, that can have a profound healing effect on the body
Wow. Wow.
in terms of bringing things back into balance. I'm
Mhm.
all about, more is not better,
Right.
right? And so, just taking enough to allow your body to stay in a state of balance can
Wow.
be a wise thing to do. Of course, always, work with your doctor who has your medical history and,
Mhm.
run anything, even nutritional supplements, run it by your healthcare practitioner before, introducing anything new,
Mhm.
because they know if they know you
Mhm.
well. I also say to every one of my patients, you know your body better than anybody ever will. Right?
Yes.
And so we're partners. I have expertise, we partner, and then we work on a plan together.
Mhm.
But so, also use your own intuition. Uh,
Mhm.
but it's working with a healthcare practitioner, yeah, to see if bioidentical hormones would be something that would benefit you and be
Mm.
safe. I
Yeah.
always recommend taking glutathione if you're taking any bioidentical hormones.
Yes.
Period.
That's
Yeah.
great. I can't wait to try it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So, do you have anything else to add that you would like to add?
Um, I mean, it's one of those things that's like as important as, vitamin C. It
Mhm.
actually works with vitamin C. And that there are foods that you can consume that have
Mhm.
some glutathione.
Okay.
Things like avocados,
Avocados.
cherries,
Mhm.
broccoli,
Okay.
organic cherries, organic peaches, are there's a lot of different sources of, glutathione. It's just not in my opinion, a high enough dose for
Okay.
what our bodies need these days.
Need.
Yeah.
Yes. Mhm.
And so, but being mindful of what you're eating as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
And other than that, I really, I think it's glutathione is just one of those things that you want to support your body's ability to make it on its own. If I recommend introducing glutathione supplementation into your daily routine,
Mhm.
just to support the human detoxification system,
Yes.
support what your body just
Mhm.
knows how to do innately.
Yes, that they sound great. And it's called bestdailyever.com. Yes, and Dr. Gina Nick, and I'm gonna try them because I can't wait to not have aches before a rain or
Yeah,
humid. I just can't wait. And
yeah,
we are in the humid climate in the Northeast, so
yeah, you are.
I
Yes.
suffer. Yes, and I'm going to move. I will be out of here.
Oh,
In the
really?
Yeah, yeah, I can't. I can't stand July. It's like sunny from 7 in the morning till 8 at night with pure heat. It's a nightmare. I don't know, or just leave for the whole month.
Right,
But
just take off for July and August.
August isn't bad, even
Oh,
though I'm dying today and it's bad. There was a nice week of cool,
yeah.
and then no, it's ending. July, it's like never ending. Who I don't know who can stand it, but some people like it.
Well, you probably spend a lot of time outdoors. So people who
Yeah.
spend a lot of time indoors, they don't, they don't notice it as much,
Oh
right?
yeah. Yes.
You're like, if you're outside running, you want to be running in comfortable weather.
Oh yes. Yes, you do. So yeah, it sounds really great. I'm so excited to try it. I really am.
Yeah,
I'm gonna order it after this
yeah,
podcast. And I encourage others to order it for brain function too. I can't wait. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. Neuroinflammation is a big issue these days.
Mhm.
Neuroinflammation just basically means inflammation in the brain. And it's
Okay.
happened post-COVID. A lot of people are experiencing it. Hormone deficiencies can trigger it. It's associated with things like depression, anxiety,
Wow.
and cognitive decline, even
Wow.
Alzheimer's disease, Parkinson's disease. And so doing things to lower that. Um,
Lower the chances of getting it.
yes, yes.
Hmm.
And a glutathione depletion, so a deficiency of glutathione can cause neuroinflammation.
Wow.
Hmm.
Yeah. So that it's almost like a wonder drug, especially after COVID.
I know.
Yeah, I had the long COVID symptoms. It was great because I was bleaching the bathroom and I couldn't smell it. So bleaching, it was like,
Sort of great if
yeah,
you're exposed to all the toxins, but
yeah. And then after my smell came back triple, it was like I could smell something in the wild
yeah.
far away. It was so weird. Yeah.
Wow. It's like hyper
Mm-hmm.
response. Wow. Wow.
Yeah. So, but anyway, thank you so much for coming on.
My
And
pleasure.
yeah, everyone like and share this episode and go to Dr. Gina Nick. What is your website? Is it
It's my website is drgina.com, drgina.com. That's my practice website. And then the product, the glutathione is bestdailyever.com.
very simple, easy to remember.
Yeah. Yeah.
drgina.com and best daily ever. And thank you so much
Thank you, Tammy.
on Ageless.
Yes. Love it.
Okay. Goodbye, everyone. Bye bye.